Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today it is another episode in my Saturday series projects. That's the day of the week where I grab one stamp set and I create 3 cards with no clue, no plan, no idea, and it can go any which way, and quite often does, to be honest. Today's stamp set I'm using is from All of Us. This is a cling stamp set that is in Stampin' Up annual catalogue, and I got it predominantly because of this picture. I think it's really cute, but if you've watched any of my videos before, you've probably heard me speak that I have a tortoise called Squirt. So as soon as I see any stamps with a tortoise on, they're always the ones I get, and I really enjoy making them and seeing where Squirt is. And Squirt has friends on this one, so it's really lovely. So for my 3 cards today, like I said, I haven't got an idea, but what I do have is some Whisper White cardstock that is 9.5 centimetres by 13.85. And I've actually got a few pieces, even though I'm making 3 cards, because I thought I might want some scrap. So I do at one point want to get just a card with just Squirt on, to be honest with you, because, you know, I'm a tortoise lover. We can do this. So to do this, you can do this quite a few different ways. If you just want Squirt, you can use your Stampin' White marker and you can colour just him in and stamp him down and not colour any of the rest in. You can use your Memento ink pad and you can get just Squirt, and if you get some of the flamingo it doesn't matter, because you can use the cling stamp grid so you can see where everything is and just stamp Squirt. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp the whole image up. So I've got the whole lot, and because it's a big stamp, I've took my ink to the stamp rather than the other way around. On a little one I take that to the ink pad, but on the big ones I go the other way around, and I'm just going to stamp that down. Oh, okay, that's cute. I'm going to keep that for a card in a second because I really like the positioning of that. Let me do another one though. I love the positioning of that actually. So for this one, forget the positioning again, that's pretty good. I mean, normally I fail with big stamps to get good positioning because my hands are normally quite shaky, but let's go again. It must just be a really easy stamp set, or I'm just nailing this. But either way, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to colour it first. So Squirt is going to be a mixture of Old Olive and the light Mossy Meadow, so that I can get a nice sort of 3 colour going up on him. And dark Old Olive, going to be around the inside of Squirt's markings. Squirt's actually more of a browny colour than he is green actually. He does have a bit of green in him, but he is predominantly more brown. So I am just going to do the inside part of the raised bit of his shell in the green. So then in the light Mossy Meadow I'm just going to create a bit of texture in. And then I'm going to use the light Old Olive just to bring all that together. I'm going to keep the colours out because funnily enough I think this might all be blended. I've got my squirt. You might have guessed I'm actually going to cut him out. The reason why I'm colouring him before I cut him is so that I can hold the paper straight. If I just cut a tiny little squirt and tried to colour him, he would move around everywhere, whereas now I've got an anchor so I can keep my paper completely straight and it doesn't move. So for his sort of, like I said, he's a bit more on the brown side, so I'm going to use crumb cake. I'm using the dark crumb cake, and I'm just going to go over, and I'm going to go over the green bit as well. I'm going to colour the whole of his shell in. Like I said, I'm going over the greens and then doing the in-between as well. Just so he's more of sort of a mottley colour. Like that. And then I've got I've got light crumb cake. Also got the ivory, so I'm not sure which colour I'm actually gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go, yeah, I'll go with light crumb cake for him. My light crumb cake is used quite a lot, so as you can see it's a bit on the running out side. I should probably order another one. There we go. And for Squirt's little claws, we'll use the ivory blend so you can see the difference between the two colours. And it's really not much. One's slightly more on the brown side and one's slightly more on the pink, but they're very similar. So then I'm just going to trusty snips. For anyone who struggles with fussy cutting, and I know quite a few people do because they message me because I like fussy cutting. And I know they think I'm a little bit mad for being such a fan of fussy cutting. You want to use the very bottom of the blade. You'll notice I didn't go up here. If you go up here, you're kind of chopping in. Whereas if you use here, you can manoeuvre the paper around. So a lot easier. Never close the scissors. And you just move the paper around and the scissors, and it's a lot smoother. Actually, I'm just going to chop that leg off. I chopped his leg off. But yeah, I think that's probably better. It was only a thin little part of the leg because the other part was hidden behind the flamingo. So, and his eyebrows go in as well. His eyebrow was actually separate to his body, so it would look very weird if I'd have kept it on. There we go. So there's Squirt. I think I actually might. I'm trying to work out now how I want him. And I think after fussy cutting it, it's a waste if I put him along the edge of the card, because then you're going to be chopping him off. So I'm thinking I might use a punch and pop a sentiment over him. So what sentiments have I got? I've got happy, happy birthday here, and we think you're the best. So I'm going to do happy, happy birthday actually, because it's coming up to my mum's birthday and she absolutely loves Squirt. The two of them are like... So I don't know whether you've listened to my videos before to hear me ramble on. I do ramble on, I know. I actually moved back home a few years ago. I got broken into and wasn't comfortable living on my own, so I moved back home and Squirt came with me, and now I've been looking at flats for moving out. I don't think she's going to let me take Squirt. I don't think she cares about me moving out. You can go, Helen, but not the tortoise. So this is the 2-inch circle punch. Like that, I think. I think that's going to look quite cute. And do you know what? There's some little hearts there. So actually, when we move out, I should pretty much do the same sort of card, but with the thanks for her letting us stay here, really. There we go. So for that one, I'm actually just going to grab some light Poppy Parade. Bullet tip's better if you have only got a small bit to colour in. It's a lot more controlled. Don't use as much ink either. So there we go, and let's just got a few bits of dimensionals here which I've chopped up because I've got towards the edge. So I'm going to balance squirt like that, turn that upside down and just pop that across so he stays in the right place. And then pop just these on as well. I feel like we should have a tree maybe in the background just to give, otherwise the card's not going to have very much on it. Okay, memento, and actually I've got all of the colours out for a tree, so if I'm happy with my happy birthday being sort of there, let's pop the tree so it's kind of there. This is a really lovely stamp set. I like this one. Okay, dark old olive up through the middle of the leaves. And then light old olive just to colour those in. I'm not going to bother with the mossy meadow because I don't want lots of dimension with this one. I just want it to be in the background. Of course, I realise by doing this I'm going to have to get my pampered pets out because we also have a dog, so by Squirt getting Mum a card, then Noble will want to get a one too. Well, I say he'll want to, I'll tell him he wants to. We're a pet crazy household here. Light soft suede. There we go. And then oh, isn't that cute? Card number 1. Let's get some old olive cardstock. Oh, I think that's cute. And I've got my card bases ready to pop that onto. There we go. Card number 1. So card number 2 is this one. Am I going to colour you in, or do you look nice as you are? Very aware I haven't got ages to choose, because, you know, you're sitting there waiting for me to do 3 cards, but I'm very indecisive. So dark soft suede for blue here at the back. Just going around some of his most defined bits with the dark, so I can just get some shading in. I'm not going to massively bother too much with the blending, because I am very aware that it takes time when I'm making 3 cards and you're sitting there watching. So ordinarily I could take hours colouring these ones in. Okay, so the brush tip does help you get lots more colour onto the card quick, but to me it's not the tidiest. I like to then, once you've got the colour on, go around with a bullet tip. I feel it's a lot more controlled. You can get into the edges without worrying about going over the lines, and you can really do your blending then. So use the brush tip to get the majority of the colour onto the middle of your pictures, but then tidy up with a bullet tip. Here's my tip for you. Okay, so that's the majority of Bluedom. Just notice blue has actually got another arm and another leg over there. Don't blend on a time. Okay, around we go. You know, if you don't want to sit and watch me blend, actually, good thing about YouTube videos as opposed to live is you can just like do. That's the sound that my TV makes when I do it. Fast forward. We've got 2 of an evening when the adverts are on or whatever, and we've shot ahead. We all say, why don't you just do it, because that's the noise that the TV makes. And you know, we're childish like that. We find that quite amusing. So there's his leg. So I haven't blended that at all with the dark, but I'm okay with that. I think that looks quite cute. The monkey's going to go cinnamon cider, so we've definitely got a difference in between the colours. And again, I'm going to just come with the dark and just do a little bit, not much, just a little bit of shading with that. I'm going to colour him in. And you notice I've just gone to him with the bullet tip. There's some quite fine bits on him, and I just didn't want to mess up. Okay. There we go. Right, there's my little monkey. We already know how I'm going to colour squirting because I've already done him once, so I'm going to just do him really quick. And funnily enough, I might use Flirty Flamingo for my flamingo because that just sounds like good sense, right? So light mossy meadow with the dark old olive, and then the light old olive, and then straight over the top with the dark crumb cake. He's more of a round circle, so I feel more comfortable using the brush tip because it's quite straight lines on a round circle. It's not like little hands and things. And then I went with light crumb cake, didn't I, for the rest of him? Yeah, and then I realised I need a new light crumb cake. I do use blends so much that I suppose it makes sense that every once in a while I start to run out of them. Okay. Light ivory for his claws. Okie dokie. I'm going to use the ivory actually on my flamingo legs, I think. And on my flamingo neck. So his beak can be light, so saffron. And okay, his eyelids are going to be ivory as well because I'm not really sure what colour flamingo eyelids are. And then I'm on to my Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to use the light first and see if I need the dark, and I don't think I do. I think the light's enough. So I'm just going to pop the light over, and then I'm going to get the light petal pink. Use the bullet tip end of the light petal pink, and I'm just going to go over the top and drag it so the colour reaches everywhere. Yeah, I think if I'd have used a dark Flirty Flamingo, he'd have just gone too bright compared to the rest of them, so quite happy with that. And then I've just got my toucan to do. I can't remember the colours of toucans. I think they've got a bit of black in them. Pretty sure they've got a bit of bright yellow in them, and I think they've got some red. So I've got my Poppy Parade wherever I used it, and I think, do they have some orange? I really can't remember, but I'm going to use some pumpkin pie anyway. And if this isn't what a toucan looks like, then I'm just going to say it's a parrot instead. I've made it the colours I want it to be. I know I'm a nightmare, aren't I? I'm not sure exactly whether it is actually, it could be a parrot rather than a toucan, but it's got one of those beaks, so I want to say it's like a toucan. And I'm going to go over the whole thing with smoky slate, the light smoky slate, just so it blends in with the basic black that I put on. But you got some colour there too. There we go. I rushed him, but I didn't really know how to colour him, so. Oh, hang on, my little bear's nose. And actually, I'm going to use the ivory on my monkey's face as well. just so he stands out a bit compared to my bear's white tummy, which I'm quite happy keeping white. So I go with We Think You're the Best. And that's pretty much that card, I think. Let me get some soft suede, because I've coloured quite a bit of that in soft suede. Pop that on the background like that. Yeah, I think that's that card done. So, bit of Tombow. Right, so card number 3, what we're going to do, where we're going to go. Half of me wants to do some more fussy cutting so that I actually make use of these guys here. The other half of me doesn't really want to at the moment. I know. I feel like I should fussy cut the rest of it out and do them against the trees because I have actually stamped them. But I also just want to do a tree card. So I'm only allowed to do 3. That's the rules of Saturday series. Otherwise, should we sat here all day when I get one of my favourite stamp sets out and I can't stop creating with them? You'd be there like, why have we got a 6-hour stream here? So there we go. We Think You're the Best and happy birthday. And I'm going to just do the tree. I've already got the tree out. Let me just grab my piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to go portrait. No, I'm not. I'm going to go landscape. Yeah, I know normally I'd put the tree towards the bottom, I feel, but I'm actually not doing that. Oh, I know actually what I'm going to do. Oh, yes, I know. Okay, there's my trees. I didn't stamp that last one very well because I didn't stamp it very well. I don't like it. I'm going to do another one. I was thinking, and I'm actually going to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to do it that way. I'm just going to do the one. Brilliant. Okay. What I'm actually going to do, because I haven't used them yet and I'm very excited, and in the new catalogue that's coming out, so there's a new catalogue coming out in January, we have these brushes and I haven't used them yet, so I'm going to have a go at using them, and I'm going to have a go with, I think, Mossy Meadow. Oh, I'm so excited. So I believe you just dab them in like you would your doorbell, and you get a bit of colour going, and you do that, look at it. Okay, so and I believe you can really blend quite a few colours in with these. And I think they said you could wash them as well. Pretty sure they said that. And I will actually tell you, if you're looking at this thinking, oh, it's a brush, yes, it is. But if you're looking like I did and thought it was a sponge brush, you're very wrong. I always thought they were sponge brushes, but actually they're all little hairs, like a little makeup brush actually. So, and then I'm just coming a bit darker from the corner. These are quite nice actually for blending. This is going on really smoothly. I'm still starting off the card because I'm not really trusting myself to not start off the card. I'm just playing at the moment. Quite playing. Okay. I want a bit more. Yep. Okay. Tell me to stop playing. But it's very nice. I reckon you could build that up really dark as well. I feel a bit upset that I've ruined the brush because it does feel really nice. I keep wanting to play with it in my hands, but I can't now. I've got ink on it. So, with this one, I think I'm just going to do a really simple thanks. I've got some scrap Whisper White here. So, and then my window punch. This is nice and simple, isn't it? Nice simple project for us today. I quite like that. And what colour did I use? It was Mossy Meadow, wasn't it? So let me just grab some Mossy Meadow cardstock to pop underneath. It's really simple, isn't it? But really effective. You know, I took hours blending and blending and blending all the others in. Here I am with a very simple card that just used a blending brush and a tree. There we go. Pop it onto my Whisper White card base. I think I might bring in my little my little embellishment tab. See how I want to decorate them. 1, 2, 3. Which one is your favourite? So I use cinnamon cider. These, by the way, stick amazingly. They're a right pain in the backside to get off. But what I will say is I did get fed up of using my putty end and tried to use the pointy end, and it took the tops off. So do persevere with the putty end. Because trust me, it is better. Actually, I'm going to put one of the bumblebees on as well, because I did colour that one with Mango Medley, and they are very similar colours. So, oh, come on. Thank you. Right, there we go. There's that one. This one here. I don't know, what colours? Go simple rhinestones maybe? See, it's much easier on these. These are come off really easy. So there we are. Enough embellishments, I think. Oops. So what do you think? Card 1, card 2 or card 3? Which is your favourite? So like I said, this is the From All of Us cling stamp set. You can buy any of the products that I have used today from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampinup.net. My blog is in the corner, and if you have liked this project, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thanks everybody. Bye.